back to the Irish Inside Podcast. It's episode 7. I'm Noah.
I'm Maeve.
And I'm Zach. I'll only be on here temporarily until Mrs. Kress comes on.
Before that, we were just going to talk about local businesses. And Zach, your parents own Sheridan Nursery. Do you want to tell us anything about that?
It's just a good, nice local business. Spring season, so get your plants while you can. And yeah, that's about it. Do you know of any good local businesses, Noah or Maeve?
I don't really. I know my parents go to like CXT a lot. I don't know if that's local.
What's CXT?
It's a coffee shop. It's kind of up by Junction City a little bit, and then I think they got a new one over by Bradley. They're all over the place now.
Yeah, similar to CXT. There's a place near where I live called Kickapoo. It's in Kickapoo, but it's like this adorable coffee shop. I love the vibes there. It's so great. That's definitely my favorite like local place.
I like the name.
Yeah, I've been there. It's really nice. Like during the winter, I went with my mom to go get my dad coffee, and it was good. It was a cool little place. Do you guys know of like any restaurants?
Weaver's, right? Isn't it Weaver's though?
Yeah, I think Weaver's is local. I've been there a few times. It's pretty good.
It's always packed.
Yeah, always. They have really good chicken tenders though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. That's my go-to everywhere we go.
Speaking of local businesses, our guest today, Mrs. Kress, opened and owned Cloud9 Bridal Boutique for 8 years. And I think, Zach, I think it might be time for you to hop off, and I think we're going to meet our guest for today.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys later.
See you later, Zach. And today's guest, Mrs. Kress, she graduated from Notre Dame in 2000. She majored in business at Illinois. She was an intern at Chanel, and she worked for the Caterpillar Foundation for 4 years.
She also spent lots of time volunteering at St. Phil's and launching Women's Care Center fundraisers. She opened and owned Cloud9 Bridal Boutique for 8 years, and she has 3 children, George, Grace, and Teddy, who's a freshman this year.
Welcome, Mrs. Kress.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. It's almost Easter break, right?
It is.
So
yeah.
we made it.
Yeah, we did. Kind of our first question we have, what brought you back to P&D?
Well, we love P&D. I enjoyed my time here as a student, as did my husband, and there was never a question on where our children would attend high school. It was always here. It feels like home here, and we very much value Catholic education, and we look forward to, I look forward to working hard to create an even stronger P&D for many years to come.
You traveled around the world for the Caterpillar Foundation. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What was that like?
I would travel around and visit different not-for-profits and just to check in and see how they were doing and if their programs that we were funding were going well. And one visit in particular that stood out to me and still does is when I went to Moscow, Russia. And I drove from Moscow to 3 hours to a rural orphanage in Russia and spent a day at this orphanage. And there were the age range was infants up until the age of 12. And there were 100 children in this orphanage, and they were all just simply abandoned by their parents at a very young age. And so to see the work that we were doing in terms of supporting this orphanage, supporting these babies and children was gratifying to me.
Is that really what drives you for like your career?
Yeah, I mean, anytime that I can use what I do as a gift for others and to make a change in the world, wherever that is, whether that's in Peoria, Illinois, or in Russia. I also went to Europe a few times, and it really drives me. I think that we all can do a better job in creating a better world around us, and even simple little acts of kindness or, being generous with what we have, whether it's a penny or if you're well off, I think that we can all make a difference with our treasures, our time, and talents.
Yeah, that's amazing. Where all did you travel to?
The UK, Europe, Russia, and then throughout America as well.
We heard that you started an internship with Chanel. How was it? And do you think that piqued your interest in fashion, or did you already have one?
It didn't really pique my interest in fashion. I was more on the marketing business side of things at Chanel, so I helped them launch fashion shows. I helped with their stock room. I even ran packages to customers, but I was very much what an intern is, which is kind of a catch-all. So I think that when it comes to the fashion side, I did gain a lot of appreciation for the craftsmanship and the quality of the brand. And I really enjoyed that part too. It was a crazy time. I mean, these clients would come in and, I'm 18, 19 years old. And I saw a lot of transactions happen that I never thought that I would see. And it was a very interesting time. And I was not allowed to take any pictures of the stock room or the business office. They were very strict with that. So when Julie asked for pictures, I said that I have none. And that was also pre-era of taking photos of everything too. But it was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Did you learn a lot there?
I did. I mean, I learned more of just stock management, inventory, marketing, things like that. But overall, just the entire experience.
How did you come to get that internship in the first place?
I just went, literally, that was back when you just went from like place to place asking for internships. That was pre-email, really even. Like, I feel like a lot of it was you were on foot asking for internships. It was clearly unpaid, but I was just happy to work, to help the brand and to get to know it more. That was when I really thought that I would want to major or minor in fashion merchandise, which I then chose not to. But I knew that I wanted to come back to Peoria eventually. I was dating my now husband at the time, and so I knew that being in Chicago wasn't a long-term place to live.
So then with your background in fashion, with that internship at Chanel, did that help you to then go on and open Cloud9?
So Cloud9 came about when I became engaged. I started wedding dress shopping, and my husband and I like to support local businesses wherever and however we can. And so I was really bummed out to see that we didn't have a lot of options in terms of quality, but not only quality, but the overall experience of wedding dress shopping. And so I felt like no matter your budget, you should have an incredible experience when it comes to wedding dress shopping. And so therefore I opened Cloud9, and we certainly had a wide range of wedding dresses to choose from. So we felt like we could fit, not for every budget, but for most. And I owned it for 8 years. And then eventually we had our third child, George, and I sold it to my employee, Jennifer Hitchens, who is still owner and doing awesome things with it. I know she sells a lot of prom dresses to P&D girls. So she's doing very well. It was a wonderful 8 years and learned a lot, and working with brides and mothers during an emotional time. It can have its hiccups sometimes, but overall it was fantastic.
How do you think P&D has shaped your career and personality into what you are today?
I think it shaped my personality in terms of having a greater understanding of friendships, relationships, and I think that how P&D stands out from other high schools is that the students and people here are just fantastic. I feel like the friendships that I made in high school are still my best friends today, and that's a rarity for sure. I felt like at college and even post-college, when I would talk to people about P&D and the friendships that were gained, they were like, "Oh my gosh, in high school, you're still best friends with those people." And I think that having a faith-based education allows for people to grow closer, especially when you're talking about your faith and God every day and attending mass. And I think that it's a very special place. And I hope that you all know how lucky you are, because it truly is a wonderful, wonderful place to be.
If you could compare P&D from then to now, what would be the biggest change?
I am not a person who likes change. I actually like things that feel old to me, and P&D feels like home because not a whole lot has changed, and I think that that's a good thing. We have certainly evolved when it comes to academic offerings and certain programs that are put in place, but to me, these hallways feel the exact same as they did 20, 25 years ago. And to me, that's pretty awesome. In fact, when we were touring grade schools, when Teddy was entering preschool. We live in Brimfield, and so we were going to drive to anywhere at that point. But we toured 3 grade schools in Peoria, and I walked into St. Philomena, and it just felt old, and I felt like it smelled like sharpened pencils, and I love that feeling of a place just having a lot of history, and that's how I feel PND is today, even compared to how it was 25 years ago.
Thank you so much for sharing all of that. That was like, I think you have an amazing story. You also gave us some pictures to look at. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Let's take a look at those. So the first one here, it looks like your daughter's first communion.
Yes.
Where did you receive the sacraments? What's going on there?
St. Philomena, and can I just tell you, being an only girl, it was practically her wedding day. So we went all out, and she loved it, and she's still today just gets so excited to attend Mass, and it was a very, very special day for her. So, and then my son George will have his next year. We're excited.
What is going on in this picture?
So we do enjoy travel, and I will say that my mom, when she taught art here for 10 years, and she would take a group of students to Europe every summer, which was very brave of her. But she really instilled the importance of travel for us kids, starting at a very young age. And we weren't certainly traveling in luxury, but she did such a fantastic job in showing us that you can learn so much through travel. You know, the tastes and the smells and the culture and different faiths. It's pretty awesome. And so we've done our best to also instill the importance of travel with our kids. And so last summer we took Teddy and Grace to Rome, which was exciting. And whenever we do travel, I try to really incorporate different culture and the taste. And obviously, Italy is known for its pasta, and so we took a pasta making class. Which Teddy actually he loves cooking. He's always in our kitchen making messes. But we took a pasta making class, and it was so fun. And Grace and Teddy really enjoyed it. So
that's awesome.
Yes.
Is that your entire family, like extended family?
Well, I consider them family. They are a group of friends, the Hawkins and the Mathurns from St. Philomena. Our three families years ago started every Thanksgiving morning cooking and serving for those who don't have a place to go to for a Thanksgiving meal. And the Sisters of Charity, who are just the most lovely women, invited us in to partake in this event. And it quickly became our children's most favorite activity during the holiday season, to the point where Grace and her friends would write little cards for each person that came in, and they became family to us. And I think, again, showing your kids that no matter how people look or where they live or how they live, everyone is the same as us. And going back to travel for Caterpillar and going to the orphanage and other places, I very much learned that as well. We're all stewards, and we need to be good people and treat each other kindly. So that was an amazing time. But the Sisters of Charity actually relocated and are no longer here. So this was our first Thanksgiving of not serving to people, which is really sad. So,
well, it's amazing that you're passing all of that down to your kids. Like, that's like, you've had so many experiences with just so many, like, traveling the world and all. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, so to be able to pass down all the things that you learned to your kids, I think that's just amazing.
Well, we're all so lucky. I mean, we all are very fortunate to have a meal and a roof over our heads and an education like this. And so I think it's good to show younger children that not everyone is living how we are living, and just to have empathy for those around us too. So,
yeah, absolutely. Father Daniel, I see.
Yes. Celebrity.
Yeah.
Right. So that was my daughter Grace is in Nutcracker every year at around Christmas time, and Father Daniel, who, as you know, came from St. Phil's, he just loves those St. Phil's children so much, and so he does his best, if time allows, to support the kids and all of their activities, and he came to watch a show. And I mean, I could just tell you, they like screeched when they saw him. They were so excited. He really is. I'm always like, you are the most loved person to these children. So he's wonderful, and he's close to our family, and we really adore Father Daniel. He's a blessing to all of us here.
Yeah. No, it's great having him at P&D.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're practically a high school student. I mean, he looks like he looks like he should just be in a classroom taking a class.
Yeah. So who is that? Teddy in this picture?
That is Teddy. So we do farm. We grow corn and soybeans, and the kids all love helping with springtime planting, but also harvest in the fall. And he brought Tiggy with him from St. Phil's. He had Tiggy for a week, and so he took him wherever he went. And so Tiggy got to ride in the tractor too, which was fun.
This is
Homecoming 2 years ago, yes. So my dad lives in Charlotte, and so he comes back often to be with us, which is a blessing. Family is really important to us, and so anytime that we can all be together is wonderful. But yes, we have a great time at homecoming, and it's always so fun. Love watching you, Noah, on the field. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, Noah, do you play with Teddy now?
Yeah, so he dressed up to varsity last year.
Wow.
And now he'll be playing this year with me, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Lifting's been really fun with Teddy. He's a good kid. I like him.
Good. Well, he enjoys you. You've been a wonderful mentor. All of the upperclassmen have been great. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So now we have a segment called Snack Talk. So we're gonna have Ethan and Tommy come on. You guys are gonna try some stuff, and it's a good time. So we'll see you later.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Snack Talk. You know what it is. You know what time it is. So today, Mrs. Kress, given that she was a student, we wanted to do a little throwback snack talk today. So we brought some stuff from the past. So today we have the famous P&D cookies. Okay. Can we get yeah, we'll take them out of the package here in a second too. And then also we have Snapple. So we have different flavors of Snapple. And so these were both very popular, special to P&D, the cookies obviously, but the Snapple was very popular when she was in school here. So we're going to give them both a try. I don't know how well they go together, but we can give them a try. And here we go. Okay. There you are.
Thank you so much. I actually have not had these cookies since I was a student.
Wow.
So I'm very excited.
Let's see if they taste the same. I'm curious, actually. All right.
They're still a little gooey, which tracks.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good.
They are.
I mean, 10 out of 10, right?
You have to.
That's a 10.
They're the best.
Mm-hmm. These ones are really good, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't have them so much anymore, but.
They made a special in the kitchen for us.
Oh, wow, really?
Well, they're good. I remember at one of the first St. Phil's auctions, they were auctioning off like 2 cases of these cookies, and they went for an insane amount of money. People just know, they know the P&D cookies.
Yeah.
They're great.
You can't get them out in the public.
No.
This is like, we're special. Again, how gifted are we that we can have these cookies, we can be here.
Amazing.
But yeah, no, seriously. And next, okay, we'll go with the Snapple. So 10 out of 10 around the board for the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Easy
now
10.
Snapple. So I'm at Mango Madness here.
I have Fruit Punch.
And my go-to in that era was kiwi strawberry.
Okay.
So good.
Let's see. Okay. Does it taste the same? We'll see.
So good.
Good.
It maybe tastes a little different. There's something
Really?
different about it.
Okay.
I mean, things change,
Some
but
new ingredients.
I would give it like a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give mine an 8. An 8. It's quite mango-y, but
Mine tastes like liquid medicine, so I give it like a 3.
oh, okay.
Oh no.
I brought it down a lot. Okay, so I don't know what the average is there.
Probably like 5.
Okay. Thanks, Tommy. Good math. I'm just. These are like a good throwback for you. You think? Yeah.
Yeah, they're perfect. I
Okay.
mean, the cookies are incredible. So
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree. Okay. Tommy, we have one last question for you.
yes,
It's a good question.
yes.
Yes, very.
Bring
Very
it on.
important.
Bring it on. Yes.
If you could pass in like to anyone to sit in that chair, like realistic, who would it be?
It's a great question. So I had already thought about this question
Mhm.
prior to today, and I would have to say that Mr. Coach Matt Coulter would be a fantastic guest.
Yeah, he would.
He would be great. So work on that one, Ethan.
I will. He's the man. He was our golf coach, varsity golf coach.
Yes.
This past year, his first time doing it. And we haven't, I mean, I don't think we've had a better season for a while. I mean, he is just everything and more you could want a coach and a person to be.
He's
so.
great. And he's a parent.
Yeah,
so
and he's a parent, so it's perfect. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to work on that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
I feel like, and I harp on my teenager about this, and I was talking with Julie about this yesterday, but I feel like we were able to gain and foster friendships when I was in high school because we didn't have phones with us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so my advice to all, especially high school students, is put your phone down, have a conversation, look people in the eye, and just try to really, cherish this time here because it does go so fast, as you know, Ethan.
Yeah,
it flies by.
Seriously, it does.
But the phones are they drive me crazy. So even at home, if I'm talking to Teddy and he has his phone, I know that while he's looking at me, he's feeling like the constant buzz or whatever. So, just put the phone down a little bit more.
I love that advice.
Yeah.
That's great advice.
It's actually a rule in my house.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Good rule. Wow.
All right.
Okay, everyone. So we had one special guest, but now we have two. So I'd like to welcome Mrs. Kress's son, Teddy, onto the podcast. Let's give him a warm welcome, everyone. And he brought some coffee, too.
Oh, thank
how
you so
sweet.
much.
How
That's
sweet.
so kind of you.
Teddy, yeah, throw on the headphones.
Yeah, and mic.
Hold the mic, yeah. Hey. So everyone, Teddy is a freshman here at PND. He plays football. And, Teddy, do you want to say hi to the audience?
Hi guys, how's everyone doing?
All of our thousands of viewers. Yes. They're all doing very well, I'm sure. Anyway, so we wanted to have you on the podcast here for a little bit. We've just spent the last 20, 25 minutes-ish talking to your mom a bit about life and PND and all of the good things. So, and she's just given us some really good advice as well about not being on our phones. So now we're all listening to that. Tommy, do we have any questions for Teddy here?
How do you feel that your mom's working here now?
I feel pretty great. I feel like it makes her a lot more connected and kind of like understand what's going on and kind of like keep a closer eye on me.
And he gets to come see me
That's a
whenever
good
he
thing,
wants
yeah.
and have chocolate. So.
That's where all the chocolate went. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I think that would be a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's you're lucky, Teddy.
Yeah, I am. You're right. Yeah.
Okay, Teddy, what would you say is your this doesn't have to do too much about the rest of the podcast, but what would you say is your favorite school lunch?
I would say the orange chicken, the rice is my favorite.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't go wrong with that.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. Teddy,
That's a good answer.
Or Tommy, do you have one?
Probably like the one that we had on St. Patrick's Day with like the meat and the chips and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack off camera does not agree with you, but okay. Did you have one while you were here? Can you remember one?
Chicken Thursday.
Chicken Thursday.
No question.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We have some
That's a hot
some
take.
gasps in the
Well,
audience.
maybe it's
but-
changed. I'm sure
Right.
it's different now than it was back then. But it was
Yeah.
pretty
Okay.
good.
And Teddy, you like the cookies too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are really good.
Although
Yeah.
sometimes I'll find like wadded up packs of cookies in
Oh.
his school pans before I put them in the wash, and it's a little gross.
Wow.
Just
Wasting like
happens.
one of the best cookies ever.
Yeah. With the cookie still inside. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay. We all forget sometimes. Okay. Anyway, thanks for coming on, Teddy. We're going to go ahead and wrap up now. So thank you again
You're
for being on the
welcome.
podcast.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Teddy, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
It's great.
Yeah.
See you, Teddy.
Yeah.
Bye,
See ya.
everyone. Oh, that was